If we talk about Stewie
Early
from like
Stewie?
season like 1 to 5, bro, that was a menace. Stewie was a menace back then. Stewie was an
Talking
absolute
about
menace.
early Stewie.
Yeah, Stewie before.
He was always, you know what's funny too? Because I remember like we used to watch a lot of like Family Guy freshman year.
Yeah.
Bro, he used to just look mad all the time. Like the
Yeah.
first seasons, bro, he'd be sitting there mad as hell, bro. What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the NOA Podcast. Being your co-host, Tyler. I'm here with my man, Trey.
You.
We appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Facts.
Appreciate y'all for watching.
Keep coming back.
Facts. Thank y'all. So make sure you check us out. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, and on Apple Podcast. Our Instagram is going to be NOA_podcast. You can check out me and Trey as well. Mine is Tyler_Waller3. His is Trayquan_Park7. Yep. You can find us on TikTok. We have 2 TikTok pages. It's going to be NOA Podcast 1 and NOA Podcast 2. Also, please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel for exclusive content. We have the Wednesday show that drops there every single Wednesday, only on YouTube. So please subscribe to that.
Got a good one coming out.
Facts. So let's get into it. Trey, how you doing, buddy? How's everything?
I'm doing pretty well, bro. I can't complain. Got a decent workout today, and so overall, man, pretty good. How about you?
Man, I can't complain. Overall, it's been a pretty good day. Yeah. You know, I went to the gym with you. I had to go get my car fixed.
That was interesting, I'm sure.
Yeah. I gotta. They. I guess in the past, I don't know much about cars. I know nothing about cars. So I guess in the past.
You're not a big car guy.
Nah, bro. I just do what I got to do to keep it running. You know what
Does it have gas? Does it have oil?
Type
all right,
shit.
cool.
Exactly,
it has
bro.
an engine, right?
The wheels all right.
The wheels.
Shit. Battery good? Okay, say less. But I guess there's something wrong with my oil pan. I guess they like messed up the drain plug. And whoever did my last oil change stripped it.
No, they didn't do it well.
So now basically I have a temporary drain plug in there. They put like just an oversized one.
Okay.
But now I gotta buy a whole new oil pan.
They tell you how long the one they gave you gonna last for?
Nah, like no.
So it really is just kind of
they were like, yo, check under the car, see where there's oil dripping out.
Yeah, and if it is, that means you should get it checked again.
Well, basically, it seems like it can have. It's fine if little drops of oil come out.
Okay.
But like if there's like a sizable puddle,
yeah, like clearly, like
it's a problem. So I gotta get that fixed. So I'm hoping they give me a little time. But yeah, that shit gonna
like
be
a couple months.
Or some, I'll take a couple weeks.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just give me a little time to get some shit. That shit like $1,200.
Yeah, bro, that's steep.
Yeah, so I'm like, listen, give me a couple weeks. You know, payday finna come.
Facts,
let me just move some money around.
Shift up a couple of things.
Yeah, exactly. We get it fixed, but like, it's a little unfortunate. But I am happy I was able to figure it out. I'd rather figure that shit out now than like driving it and like the engine lock up, bro, because there's no oil.
Either that or finding it out in the past when we had to like buy up a whole bunch of other stuff.
Bruh,
that would have been even.
That would have been worse. We're like trying to buy all the podcast stuff, and then that happened too.
That's steep. Just $1,200 is at once, especially when you're not expecting it.
Nah, cause out of normal, bro. Listen, bro, I'm sitting there, homie come out. I'm sitting there waiting. They doing the oil change. Homie come out.
Cause you were just expecting the oil change.
He's like, yo, can you follow me? And as we're walking to the car, he's like, yeah. What'd he say? He basically was like, yeah, something's not good. Like something bad happened. I'm like,
You know what? I hope that I'm sure they didn't do this, but like, what if they like stripped your shit just to get you to pay that $12,000 right now?
Imagine, bro, they purposely stripped it.
Because I have heard. I don't think anywhere in the United States has done this. At least I hope not. But in Japan, there was a specific major company, kind of like their version of Ford or like Honda, and like whenever people would bring in the cars, they would purposefully damage something on the vehicle.
You trifling.
So you got to pay more.
Y'all trifling.
And so, like, of course, I hope that didn't happen. And I'm sure in this case.
I mean, it looked legit because what he did show me, he was like, yo, this is what you had on before. I guess the drain plug they put in was different than the one Honda uses.
Oh,
so he was like,
okay.
This is the one they use.
You ain't go to a Honda place before?
Now I went to Mavis. Fuck them niggas, bro.
So why would you go to the actual company that you...
Because during the time I was living in New York and just... I don't know, because I either go to Mavis or Honda when I was back home in New York. And during this time, I just happened to go to Mavis. It might have been due to the fact that they could have took me in earlier.
Oh, okay.
Also, I noticed the oil changes at Mavis is cheaper than the one at Honda. So I might have at the time was trying to save a couple dollars.
But that shit ended up costing you,
Yeah,
bro.
but also I've been going to crazy enough. I've been going to Mavis for a minute and they ain't fucking my shit up.
It only
But
takes
now,
one time.
Yeah, and then my dad was telling me a story about how he went there.
He also went there too.
Yeah, because that's kind of where we go.
Oh,
It's just a
okay.
little bit cheaper. It's right there. It's close because he doesn't even have a Honda. He has, I don't know, a Nissan or a Kia or whatever. So his is even farther. But he was telling me, he was like, yeah, bro, the last time I went there, bro, he was like, yo, they had one dude working on all the cars.
Damn.
Like, they had one
They
dude.
have the staff to
Yeah,
cover
bro, my
everything.
dad was tight. He was like, yo, his car was up in the air for a minute.
So they
bro.
couldn't even-
He just went there for an oil change and a tire rotation. And he was like,
and that shouldn't even take that long.
nah, but he was like, yo, I was in there for like an hour and a half. And then apparently they took his tires off and placed it down. So my dad's watching them through this little glass that they have in the window.
Yeah.
So
The little room they got you
yeah,
sitting in.
so they supposed to rotate. He said to rotate the tires. So take the front tires, put in the back tires, put in the front.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was like, yo, like when the dude came back to rotate the tires, he just picked up the tires and put them back in the same place he put them on.
So he didn't put the front ones in the back.
Nah,
the
so
back ones-
essentially, like, imagine if you took off the right tire and then took that same right tire and put it right back where you put it.
So you just
So my dad went in there. He was like, yo, what are y'all doing? Like, y'all got to rotate the tire. And he was like, nah, we rotated. My dad was like, yo, I watched you, bro. Like, I'm watching you through the glass, bro. Like, no, you didn't. So then the dude ended up, like, trying to rotate the tire.
did it again.
Yeah. But because I told my dad that I had a problem. I'm like, yeah, I think Mavis messed my shit up. He was like, yo, funny you said that because Mavis be doing me smart. So.
Yeah, they might have half-assed it, bro, and then
Bruh.
that happened to you. That shit ended up costing you.
Yeah, I know. And Honda was telling me, like, I can go to Mavis and, like, argue to try to get them to.
They're not going.
Nah, they not going to, bro. They're not. They don't care.
And in that case, how would you even show proof? Is it like a receipt type of a
Well,
thing?
on the basically he prints out. I have a printout what I need, but on it he wrote like a little description of like why I need it.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I would show that description, and it's from Honda, so it's from an actual place.
Do you want to actually? Would you actually try it, or are you just going?
No. I'm just gonna pay the money. Bro. I'm not gonna go through. I'm not gonna go through the struggle.
You gonna
Because
call
then
it
I
a day.
also have to drive 2 hours up there,
Yeah.
and I know they're gonna argue with it because they ain't gonna wanna.
They're not gonna want to pay that.
Nah,
Nope.
they gonna want their money. They ain't gonna want to do it for the free. Also, I don't trust them. Y'all
Yeah.
fucked up a normal oil change.
y'all
Now I
did that
expect you
shit
to
the
take out
first
the
time.
oil pan
Yeah.
and get that shit right, bro.
Yeah, and
I'll be driving this shit gonna fall off.
And
Now
it
what,
costs you
bro?
even more money.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
And like, fucking
At this point, bro, I'm
bro.
gonna just stick with Honda.
Yeah, you're better off just actually stay with the
Definitely,
actual
yeah.
company, bro.
I'm not doing this,
That's
man.
very interesting.
Fool me once, shame on you.
Yeah,
Fool
you
me
can.
twice. You know what I'm saying?
And not to mention, this shit happened to your dad.
Facts.
Yeah.
And they didn't fuck his shit up though. At least his shit's alright.
But like, they clearly tried
They
to.
were trying to, like, finagle
Yeah,
homie.
exactly.
They're trying to finagle
exactly.
homie, bro.
So they have a track record of
Yeah, bro.
not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
They used to be good because we used to know the manager in there.
You don't know the manager no more?
Nah, they got new
It's because he
people.
left.
Man, new
You don't
people.
got the inside man no more, so it's just not the same.
bro.
Yeah, you need better. You need to go somewhere else, bro.
Yeah,
Don't go
no.
there.
At one time, Mavis was cool. I had no problem. All of a sudden, things changed, and now look at me, bro. Now I need a new
It
oil
done
pan.
changed up. It done changed up.
Exactly.
All right, cool. So we got the hypothetical for
Let's
this.
get into the hypothetical of the day. So, which character would you rather rule the world as Earth's supreme leader for 3 years? Only controversial choices. So the character will be able to enjoy all their abilities and items plus invincibility to boot, so they can't be impeached. The supreme ruler has absolute political power to change the world as they seem fit. When time is up, they will disappear without a trace, returning to their universe. So here are the 10 options. There's the Joker, Harley Quinn, Homer Simpson, Stewie Griffin, Thanos, Patrick from SpongeBob, Darth Vader, Dr. Doofenshmirtz from Phineas and Ferb, Donkey from Shrek, and Cosmo from Fairly Odd Parents.
Interesting.
So, Brody, which one?
And we can only pick one, right?
You can only pick one to be the supreme leader.
And they can't be impeached,
Can't
assassinated.
be
There's
impeached.
nothing
They can't
like
be
that.
killed. None of that. They are the permanent supreme ruler, not even of the United States, of Earth
Of Earth. Yeah,
For
yeah.
three-
The whole planet.
for 3 years.
Okay.
And they have absolute political power to change the world as they seem fit.
So essentially, you're trying to pick the best out of the
Type shit, bro. Type shit. Type shit. Facts. It's like
because there's a lot of idiots in there. There's a lot of bad guys in there.
you're basically taking the best of them.
Some real selfish kids too.
Yeah. It's a hard one. It's a hard one. It got you thinking.
Yeah. Because I ain't trying to. I like the planet. I like my Earth, and I'm essentially giving you ultimate power. Like imagine giving Darth Vader all power. Like he'd just
rough.
be choking heads out, bro.
I'm gonna be honest. Me personally, looking at this list, all the evil people I don't even want.
Yeah, I wouldn't want Thanos. He'd be snapping people
But
away.
I guess here's the good and the bad thing, because even though they're evil, they're quite intelligent. So I do think they can offer some good to this planet. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about Thanos. I don't remember everything about the Avengers, but I know he was trying to wipe away half the Earth for some.
Was it like population reasons? Like it's just the Earth is too overpopulated or something like that.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not.
I
fully
didn't really
sure.
watch it, so I'm not sure either.
But I know some of these like the Joker.
Joker just wanted to see the world burn.
Yeah, he might.
So he might just want to see the world burn, bro.
Yeah.
We're giving him everything at that point.
Yeah, he might actually. Just,
I'm not sure what Harley Quinn's motives are. Harley Quinn would probably put Joker in power. She like, baby, come on, like
type shit, bro. For real.
Person.
Matter of fact, they're like low key like 2 on 1.
Together,
Because
yeah.
even if he took over, he'd be like, yo, Shorty,
Yeah,
come.
Shorty, that's his
Girl.
first lady. That's his first lady, bro.
That's his girl.
Yeah. Both of them would be too bad.
And I think two of them. Listen, bro, they both are gonna influence each other.
Without a doubt.
So I think it's gonna be even worse.
They go hand in hand.
Yeah.
all right, they both out.
Nah, we can't do them. All right.
Yeah, so it's done up for them.
Stewie Griffin.
I gotta fuck with Stewie because Stewie low-key got a heart.
Now he does. He didn't have a heart before when he was like young.
So we talk about early Stewie?
If we talk about Stewie
Early
from like
Stewie?
season like 1 to 5, bro, that nigga's a menace. Stewie was a menace back then. Stewie was an
we talk
absolute
about
menace.
early Stewie?
Yeah. Stewie before.
He was always, you know what's funny too? Because I remember like we used to watch a lot of like Family Guy freshman year.
Yeah.
Bro, he used to just look mad all the time. Like the
Yeah.
first seasons, bro, he'd be sitting there mad as hell, bro.
Yeah. Always upset. Always trying to do something to somebody.
Always
hurting people. Like
Yeah, he wasn't-
there was no. I think they did like an episode, of course. After that, he might have gone back in time or something, but like he changed him to where he actually became a good person.
He had a heart.
Yeah. He started like having.
I think
a heart.
later Stewie. If we want to keep it to, I guess, the worst as possible, then we have to keep it to early Stewie.
Early Stewie. Yeah, without a
And if
doubt.
that's the case, I'm not sure even if I could pick him.
Because he's still gonna be.
Because he'll be fucking shit up. He's still evil. Same with Thanos.
What do you know about Dr. Douchenfirst?
I actually don't mind him because he low key still has a heart. Low key has a heart.
He does have a daughter.
That's what I'm saying.
He wanted the best for her.
That's what I'm saying.
So maybe.
And the crazy thing is, bro, he wasn't even trying to take over the world. He was just trying to take over the tri-state area.
Yeah, he just wanted his
He just wanted his little
portion in
Yeah,
New York
facts,
City.
bro. Nigga, he just wanted his hood, bro. Nigga just wanted his
I
hood.
was like, I just want my backyard, man. This is my neighborhood.
Say, yo, I just want my hood, bro. I just want my hood, man.
It's like you try to take over the park.
Facts, bro. I just want control over the bark. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Okay, so I could see him possibly doing it.
I think he had a heart, but if I remember correctly, there might have been an episode where he took over, and like it was rough.
Really?
Yeah. Like it was in a movie. And I'm not sure if this was him or I think it was like an alternate dimension of like if he was the ruler, and it was on some his. I don't really know how North Korea is, but like on some like his face was everywhere.
Oh wow! Like
prayed to him.
dictator.
Dictator. There was
y'all
like
bow down to
statues of
me.
him.
Damn! Like on some worship him too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is kind of North Korea-esque. I don't know if he's the best one either. Patrick would just be an idiot.
Patrick would be an idiot, bro.
Do you think?
But
Do you think the player can handle an idiot for 3 years? Because if he's so stupid to the point where he really can't control the country, we could just do whatever we want to do and like he wouldn't pay attention to us.
But here's the thing I'm scared of. Is there are going to be times where he has to make an important decision.
He makes certain laws.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And I think some of the laws won't even matter. Like, I don't know, he's fat, so I feel like a lot of laws might be towards like food-esque. But like I think there's gonna be certain times where it's like, yo, like someone and someone, like let's say United States and China is beefing. You are now the supreme ruler. Like we need you to kind of step in. And who's to say he's gonna come in and make
Well, I mean, I'm assuming in this scenario though, because he is the controller of the entire planet, we all kind of have to be at one at that point.
I mean, I think
So it's just like a human race type thing. There's no longer countries in that sense.
No, I think there's still countries. I just think he's now the ruler of all the countries.
So
But that
kind of like
doesn't mean-
we have the UN, but like he's just the supreme leader of said. So all the countries have like their one person who heads the country, but he's just the dude who's in charge of the world in that sense.
Yeah, I think he gets final say. Like let's say if the United States, like we did something,
and like they made a rule. He's like, I don't like that. Do this. And then I was like, damn. Well,
let's do.
yeah. It's more like the people who like. Let's say the president of the United States is more like our manager, and like they're the boss.
He's their boss.
Yeah, type shit. Like they have to report to him. And if he don't like it, he's like,
I think we can still get a decent amount done at that point.
with Patrick.
Yeah, if we're setting it up that way, because I wasn't even thinking about it like that. Like we had presidents or anything like that.
How are you thinking about it?
I was thinking like we are all. There's no more countries. Like of course, like the land still exists, but America is non-existent. China, all those other countries is non-existent. It's just the planet, because we're all one, and they're the supreme leader of the world.
But even if that's the case, you don't think he... Let's say that is the case, but he still has to make certain decisions. And I think there could still be beefs between two... Like, I guess, because, listen, there still has to be countries, because we still have to have, like, names and stuff like that. So, to a certain extent, you can't take away the country aspect. You might could take away the ruler, sure. Like, no president, but it still has to be the United States. We're still a country.
You think so?
Yeah, like, you can't take that aspect away.
Why not?
I mean,
before America didn't exist, it was just land. America's a newer concept. Like, that's just
Yeah, but I think it was just kind of in order to keep some type of, like, order. Because then what would you call the United States? Land? What would you call China?
No. You'd call United States. It wouldn't be the United States. It'd just be South America. And then it would be North America, and then just Europe, and then just Asia.
Yeah, but I still think the reason why I still think there's beef is because to a certain extent we all kind of like help each other. So like we still need certain resources from China. You know what I'm saying? Like there's still.
So you're thinking like we'll still be like globalized.
Yeah, we still have to be. I mean, there's certain things like, listen, I don't know much, you know more.
Okay, I kind of see
but
what
like,
you're saying more in the sense of just like everything else is the same. The only difference is we have a leader.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think about it, let's say if we're getting resources from China, just because Patrick is now the head leader, we still need to get resources from China. Yeah. And if China's like, listen, bro, fuck you, then we're going to be like, yo, what you mean, bro? And now it's like, yo, now we got beef.
Yeah, now we have a problem.
And now if there's two beef, now Patrick's the one who's now going to have to be like,
squash it.
Listen.
Yeah.
And also, how can... Yeah, it's rough. It's also Donkey from Shrek.
See, it'd be easier to pick certain characters if I knew their motives.
I mean, you don't really know their motives.
You basically just gotta go.
Yeah, I just gotta hope that these.
Would you trust Homer? Homer Simpson?
Honestly, he might be the least bad of all of them. Though he's an idiot, I think because he's still family oriented,
he might be able to like hold it down.
like he still pay his bills, bro. He still go to work, like all that stuff. So like maybe, of course, he'd be an idiot, but like out of everybody else here, he might be the least resistance, and we could survive 3 years.
Like he might be the smartest of the idiots.
Somewhat unscathed.
Because Cosmo's even rough,
bro. He'd be wild.
Because also, what scares me about Cosmo is his stupidity mixed with his power.
Yeah, his stupidity mixed with his power, mixed with the enjoyment of it all, because he would enjoy it. Yeah, he was quite happy doing the stupid shit he was doing,
all the time, bro.
Like he was quite pleased with his work. So it was like
he's like, I'm making a difference,
and he believed it. That's the scary part. He believes he's helping you when he's like messing you up.
It's like, yo, what are we doing?
So he might be.
Yeah, Cosmo's done.
I also don't think Donkey's that bad. I don't think Donkey was stupid. I think he was just a clown.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like I think he was just funny and a clown, but I don't think he was like a complete idiot.
I think he would still make selfish decisions though, especially if he knew he had power, bro.
You think he just...
Yeah, because I don't really remember him that well because it's been a while.
It's been a while since I've seen Shrek 2.
But from what I can remember, there were times where he was like, "Yeah, I'm doing me, and I don't care how this affects anybody else. Like it's gonna be me." So I guess my final answer, if I had to pick,
might have to be.
I'm gonna go with Homer, Mr. Simpson.
You know, I might have to agree with you. Only because of the family aspect.
Yeah, that's the major portion.
It's like you like a father type shit. It's like you might be able to
hold it down to some
extent, bro.
To some extent. And then I'd say second.
Yeah, who's your top three? One is Homer.
Yeah, one's Homer. Two. I might do Donkey, and then third one would be Dr. Doofenshmirtz, maybe. Yeah.
Okay. Damn, we might have similar. One, I'm gonna say Homer. Two, I'm gonna take. Oh man. You said who was your two? Donkey
Yeah.
and then Dr. Doof.
Mm-hmm.
My two might be Donkey. Actually, my three is gonna be Stewie.
Really?
I'm gonna take Stewie. I'm gonna roll the dice.
You can roll the dice. You can roll the dice. I like you taking a risk out here. I like you taking a risk out here.
Cause I do think this though, even though evil is bad, I do think some evil could actually kind of help.
Mm-hmm.
I think it depends on how evil. Joker or Harley Quinn is like a package deal. We can't be banging with that.
Yeah, facts. It's a 2-in-1.
And I think Thanos is gonna be a little too strong.
Yeah, he's powerful.
Cause I'm pretty sure in the movie too, like he had a daughter and he just didn't care about her.
Did he really?
Or like, if I remember correctly, he had a daughter. She wasn't banging with his idea, so he punished her, like severely. Like he was like,
damn,
yeah, like kept her locked away or kept her locked up on some shit.
Oh, okay.
So he might be a little too cruel.
Yeah.
The reason why I picked Stewie, one, I just kind of fuck with Stewie. I ain't gonna lie.
He's a cool character.
I also think, I don't know. I think he has some family values in him.
Stewie?
Yeah, because you gotta think he still grew up in a family.
Yeah, he did grow up with
grew up in a
mom, pops,
family.
brother, sister, dog. Okay. If I had to pick a more controversial one though, so even worse than the ones I have, I would pick Darth Vader first. Stewie second. And then Thanos.
Yeah, if I had to pick a controversial one, I'd pick a Cosmo first. Because it's the stupidity mixed with the magic that's really I don't even know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I would pick Cosmo first. I would pick Thanos second. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. I pick Joker third. At that point, I'm just like, yo, the world.
Yeah.
We're done.
We're just having fun at this.
Yeah, we're done.
It's gonna be total anarchy. It'd kind of be like, is the movie called Purge? Where every
year there's
24 hours where you just do whatever you want to do. It'd be 3 years of just that.
It'd be rough.
3 years of just that. I chose Darth Vader because maybe he'd whip the world into
See, I don't know much.
Like a Star Wars faring nation where would expand and control the galaxy in a way. Awesome empire type shit. We don't he just militarized the planet in a way.
Everyone would just be.
Well, not everyone will be in the military, but
just military order.
Yeah, a lot of order would be instaured, a lot of regiments.
So the world would be military.
Essentially, yeah, just like a war world, but just we wouldn't be at war. We'd just be regimented and I tell you, there wouldn't be fat people anymore. Niggas would be in shape and shit.
Nah, I think the world would be much different.
Yeah.
I think he'd kill the fat people?
I don't think he would kill them immediately. I believe he might give them a chance. All right, get with the plan. If you're not with the plan, then yeah.
It's done up.
Yeah. He'd definitely eliminate the people that
are weak?
Yeah. Either are weak or not conforming to the new order.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. At that point, it's just
you're not following the line, bro.
Exactly. If you're gonna keep resisting, then he's just gonna force choke you, and you're dead.
You gotta get him out of here.
Yeah, essentially. But kind of going off of that though, I wanted to talk a little bit about the gym.
Okay.
When we first started the gym, I think you had told me a very important aspect of working out is making sure you eat. And I believe you said sometimes it's 70% of how important it is.
It's a huge percent.
It's a very important factor. But a lot of people don't seem to know that.
I feel like a lot of people, I'm not sure, I'm actually not even going to argue that a lot of people don't seem to know that. But I do also think there's a large people who do know that but just refuse to do it. or at least refuse to take it as, I think people don't understand kind of how seriously you got to take it to a certain extent.
Okay.
I think a lot of people would, I feel like there are many times where people would actually eat healthier, but they're still overeating.
Oh, okay. You're taking in too much carbs.
Yeah, or not too many carbs, just too many calories.
I'll say this: when I was never a big workout person, but I didn't know that you had to diet. I thought coming into all of it that it really only matters if you work out. If you work out, you get abs. If you work out, you get a bigger chest. If you work out, you get big arms. That's really what you see. And I'll even go as far as to say this: I feel as though what we see on our media, it doesn't portray that you need to eat healthy in order to it just says go to the gym.
Yeah, you're actually not wrong. Because I also feel like, too, what we see on our media a lot of times is just like niggas who are shredded or like niggas who are
and they're working out.
And that's all you
know.
see.
That's what. So you think the end product is just working out gets to that.
But here's also the thing: people don't even understand like the social media. There's a good amount of people, not everybody, but there's a lot of people like social media, like influencers and fitness influencers. A lot of them are also on steroids. So sometimes their physiques are not even obtainable regardless of what you do. Because you're taking a certain amount of steroids that's going to change your body unnaturally.
True.
And just when you're on steroids, your body is just going to do things that you can never get naturally. Just taking like, let's say like creatine and protein powder. You know what I'm saying? I guess the main thing when it comes to dieting is, and I think this mainly comes into play with weight loss, because I've heard this a lot. I feel like especially because America is a little bit obese.
I want to get into that once we kind of get into
everyone kind of is like, yo, I want to lose weight. I want to lose weight. I want to lose weight. But yet they'll go to the gym and work out, let's say for like an hour. There's many people who work out for like an hour, come home and still continue those same like eating patterns.
Yeah.
But they think because they're going to the gym, they're doing something. Which I mean, inadvertently, you're not wrong because you are doing something at the gym. You are still burning calories. But like, how do you actually lose weight? You have to burn more calories than you eat. So, like, a lot of people might burn calories, but you're not burning more than you eat.
Yeah, they're eating more than they're burning.
So you can go to the gym, and let's say you burn 1,000 calories, but then you come home, and then you eat 3,000 calories.
Yeah. You undid all that
progress. You damn near undid all...
And added more onto it.
All that progress, yeah. And a lot of things is just based off of your goals, your age, your body weight, and your height. So a lot of things, and the thing is, there are calculators online. Like you could literally type in like calorie calculator, and it'll ask you these questions: male or female, how old are you, what is your height, how often you work out. It'll literally give you a rough estimate of how many calories you need to be eating in a day in order to gain weight, lose weight, maintain weight, or do what you got to do.
Would you encourage people to do that?
100%.
And also count their calories?
100%. But it does take a lot of effort. And a lot of people I notice don't want to put in that effort. But it's kind of like, well, what do you want more? Do you want to actually lose weight? Or do you just not want to, or do you not want to put in the effort? You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't put in the effort, then you're not going to lose that weight. So like you kind of need both. And I came to this realization because like you already know I've been working out since I was about 11.
Yeah, for a minute, bro.
And I've always been pretty big. I'm about 160 now, but for majority of ever since I really started working out, I got up to 170, and that was kind of my peak. Okay. But I've always been pretty like stocky. But I've always wanted a six pack. Like that, as a kid, that's all I wanted was a six pack. That's all I wanted. And I used to work out every day, sometimes even 7 days a week.
Wow.
And I would never have a six pack. I would never have a six pack ever.
That's because it was how you.
And it's because that was how I was eating. And also during the time, it's a little different now because, you know, I live on my own. I mean, I know, like, you're my roommate, but in terms of, like, I'm not responsible for myself.
Yeah.
My mom ain't cooking my meals. I am.
Yeah, you are.
You know what I mean? I'm the one responsible. If I don't cook, I will not eat for the week is what it is. So, like, back then, and which I do understand, I was coming home and just whatever mom cooked. You already know a lot of people, especially if you're black in a black household, like, I'm not going to say there's no healthy eating, but it's like, I was eating I was eating food my mother was eating.
I'm gonna say this: black culture is notorious for lots of spices.
That's what I'm saying. Butter, fast. Now, don't get me wrong. That
it's
shit,
delicious.
It hits.
And I was raised by it, so I ain't gonna sit here and complain,
bro. Because come Thanksgiving, I'm happy.
Exactly.
I'm like, yo, what's up with it?
It's good eats, but like it's still not the healthiest.
Nah, not at all.
Not the healthiest.
But imagine eating that or eating similar to that every day, and also just knowing me. I was always like 2 helpings. So I go,
Yeah. You
I
wanted
get
more.
one, I come back later and get another. And my mother used to cook a decent amount because it was 5 of us in the house. You know, it was 3. I have 2 older sisters, so it was 3 kids.
Yeah.
My father, who was huge into working out. And then, of course, my mother has to eat herself.
Of course.
So it was like,
And guys tend to eat a lot more than
that's what I'm
than women
saying.
do,
So
you
she's
know?
probably thinking, my father's already eating a decent amount because he's also working out. And then you have me who's playing football, who's also working out.
Yeah.
And I'm still a growing kid at the time.
Exactly.
So she's making enough to where I can go back and eat 2 helpings if I please. And that's kind of just how I've been rocking. So I wasn't really noticing I'm taking in all this food. Now I am still burning a decent amount of calories, but I'm still eating. But because of how active I was, I never was really like fat. I was big, but I was never like fat.
So it wasn't until you were able to kind of get your diet on point where you
It wasn't until junior year of college when I was living on my own when I really figured it out. And I was cooking for myself and I was doing different things. And then I don't know kind of how I came across this, but I was doing research and basically I was like, all right, bro, I really want to lose. I really want to figure out how to get a 6-pack. So then that's how I kind of found about the whole like counting your calories.
Does cardio also help with that too?
Yeah, of course, because you'll be burning calories. But crazy enough, there's I really hope I don't mess up this statistic, but if I do, fuck it. There was a study done, and it was about people who did strength training, just strength training, people who did just cardio training, and people who did strength training and cardio training.
Both, okay.
And they found out that people who burned the most calories were people who just did strength training alone.
Really?
So I was like,
that's interesting.
That's what I'm saying.
Why wouldn't I'm curious as to? I know you, of course, you probably don't know this.
And I have no idea.
But like, I'm curious as to why it wouldn't be the addition of both. Because you'd figured if strength training alone, gets it down.
It could be due to just maybe how intense you're going. You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe if obviously you might not
probably
be
wouldn't go as intense if you're.
Yeah, who's to say?
Both.
It's hard for me. That would be my best guess. Would be
Of course, yeah.
And I didn't really. I saw this from another podcast. I think it's called like Mind Pump or something like that, where it's like personal trainers. They are talking about it and stuff like that. So I don't fully know, but I did hear that statistic. I'm like, damn, that makes a decent amount of sense. And I have heard just before that you burn a decent amount of calories just strength training. So one, I don't like cardio. So I'm like, shit, I heard that and I was like, all right, cool. I don't gotta do cardio.
You gotta do cardio, yeah.
And the type of training that we do is strength training. And that's the type of training I've always been doing. That's what I really enjoy. Plus also with strength training, I also build muscle. You're not going to build muscle the way you build muscle in terms of strength training. It's just different. Cardio is working more on your cardiovascular health, which is cool. I'm not saying there's anything bad with that. But like, I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get Jack Diesel low key.
You know, it's interesting because all throughout high school and middle school, I actually did have abs. And I do believe it's how I ate at the time.
Yeah.
But a lot of what I did was just cardio. Because I played soccer.
Yeah.
I was running miles, man. That's just what we did. And I didn't pick up a barbell. I didn't do workout weights. And the one time I did try, I got roasted, so I just never did it again. Yeah. You know?
You got yeah, they did you dirty.
They did. Bro, I remember having TEDs, bro. And they were clowning me. I'm like, I ain't doing this. Like, I can't. Which is just like, you can't foster good workout relationships or just.
And that's why when we started working out, I kept telling you over and over and over, like, bro, it's fine.
Which helps.
Like, bro, it's
tremendously
fine.
Because
like, what it is.
I remember telling you this before, but like if you had reminded me of those days, I would have just left you be and like I would have just did my own thing at that point.
I'm not working out.
But it is very interesting that it is strength training that gets you the abs, you know, because I never did any of the strength training at all.
I'm not even gonna say this. I'm not even saying strength training gets you the abs. Strength training helps you burn the most calories, but it's the taking in less calories. Yeah. So basically, what I figured out was, I didn't start getting abs until I started counting my calories and eating the correct amount of calories.
And doesn't everyone have abs naturally? It's just you got to go through all the fat to get
everyone
to it.
has abs. And it's covered by a layer of fat for the majority of people.
Yeah. And I think that's probably why I was very skinny when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So like that's probably why I was able to, because
it's crazy.
You just showed it.
And Charles even said this in the chat, and he's absolutely right. And like there's literally videos on this. You don't have to work out your abs to get abs. You just have to lose the layer of fat over
your abs.
Now, the reason why me and you work out abs, because one, I do believe it's good to have
a decent core, yeah.
And also, if you develop your ab muscles, one, when you do lose that fat, it looks better because you literally trained it like you would train your arms or your chest.
Because you want that V look as a man too.
Yeah,
you know.
So it literally looks better. And also, what I've noticed too is, and this is why I also train abs, is you can have a little bit more body fat on you, and your abs will poke through. If your abs are developed. Even with me right now, I'm not as lean as what I once was. But if I take my shirt off, you can still see my abs.
Yeah.
And it has nothing. And it's crazy enough. If I didn't train or we didn't train our abs, you wouldn't have seen it. But because I've made it a thing to put it in our workout and like actually train abs the way I train my chest and like use progressive overload and go up, I can have a little bit more body fat than the average person, and you still see my abs.
The abs, yeah.
But you still have to lose. You still have to be a certain amount of you still have to have a certain amount of body fat percentage.
What do you think about the fat acceptance movement that we've had kind of going on for the past couple of years, and the fact now that it's kind of backfiring in a way because a lot of those same people who were pioneering it are unfortunately dying off because of the weight that they have.
Yeah, well, I mean, the fact that it's a bad look,
yeah.
And I think like you can see it's a bad look. People are dying. Like, listen, man, being fat, I understand. No, I don't really understand. But there's the whole like body acceptance, the whole like body acceptance and body positivity. I do think to a certain point, you should of course be proud in how you look and how you carry yourself. But like to be overly fat or to be obese and to be like, yeah, this is okay, is really not.
I see it as a cop out.
Aside from what you,
it's a cop out for not working out.
And I just think too, it's like, yo, it's your health.
Yeah.
Listen, man, I'm not telling you to be shredded and be crazy cock diesel. I'm not telling a shorty to be crazy slim thick on some shit.
You don't need to be one of those guys who do the muscle contest. I don't know what those are called. Mr. Olympia, that type of thing. You don't got to be that.
You don't have to.
But just be in shape. Don't be 400 pounds, like look like a whale.
And I think the problem is it's being pushed like, yo, this is okay.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. The media has a bad impact on so many men and women alike. You know, because they see this, they're like, oh well, other people are doing it, I'm gonna do it too. And unfortunately, a lot of people believe what they see on TV. Online, they take it for truth.
And kind of like you said, it's a cop out. And we've said this, especially me, I've said this countless of times on here. It's like the fact that it's just like the easy way out.
Yeah, man.
Right? It's hard. Listen, man. It's hard to go to the gym. It's hard to wake up in the morning and go, or it's hard to go midday when you don't want to. It's hard to work an 8-hour shift and then go to the gym. Like, I understand.
But I remember times in college where we'd get out of class and we'd go to the gym at like 8. Wouldn't get out until like 9, 10. Yeah. Like, and we'd still struggle through.
Exactly. I remember there was this period when you went to Italy, bro. I remember telling you this. There was a period of time where I was legitimately going to the gym at like 8, 9 o'clock, working out for an hour and a half to 2 hours, getting back home at like 10:30, 11 o'clock. Still have to eat my last meal in order to make sure I get enough calories I need to reach my goals. Go to sleep at fucking 12 and then now have to wake up again at 5:30 to start my next day. Oh, okay. Like, I know how it feels and I know it's rough, but the thing is, if it's for your health, then I think it's the best thing.
Yeah,
and people don't want to sacrifice for their health, and I think a lot of people too, it's just so easy to stay at home. Yeah. It's so easy to go to McDonald's and buy a fucking Big Mac. It's so easy to just go and buy like a fucking frozen TV dinner and eat that. Like, all that is just so easy. And because of that, no one's actually going to want to put in the work to actually make sure that their health is okay. Like I said, you don't have to be at top physical peak. You don't have to be, like you were saying, Mr. Olympia. You don't have to be Miss Bikini. Man. You don't have to be any of that.
No.
But like, you should be able to take care of yourself and make sure that you are healthy.
Yeah.
And it's crazy too, because the type of field I work in a hospital. I work in medical imaging. A lot of people who come in, and I remember I don't do X-ray no more, but when I was doing X-ray, bro, people be like, oh, my knees hurt. They come and get an X-ray of their knees, bro. Their fucking knees are fine. Their lower back is fine. But the fact that you come in 350, you're 5'4", 350, that's a problem.
The extra pounds.
Like, our bodies aren't meant to walk around with all that weight all the time, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's why your knees hurt.
Yeah.
That's why your back hurts.
Yeah.
You don't really have a problem.
No,
You just have a
perfectly fine.
weights problem.
Yeah.
You don't actually have, like, you know what I'm
A
saying?
physical ailment that's bothering you.
that's
Just
all
lose the
it
pounds,
is.
and all that pain goes away.
Exactly. But yet these are the same people that complain about, oh, this hurts, oh, that hurts. But yet, what's for dinner? Oh, it's Popeyes. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, I've also heard, because my mom told me this, because I used to do this as a kid. She's like, yo, don't eat and lay down. Like, don't lay down and eat. A lot of
used to hear that too.
how you ingest your food like matters.
Yeah.
You know, because like that will just settle on your stomach and it just you won't digest the food correctly.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people, they say couch potato. It's because you're laying down on the couch eating potato chips. You're eating junk food. And you're not going outside you're not even at the table just regularly eating so
Nah,
your
you're
food
not even sitting at
digests
a table.
properly. You're laying down horizontally, which is just not good for you.
Not at all.
But to kind of close us out, man, what advice could you kind of give the people to, I guess, push themselves to not follow down this whole fat acceptance movement and actually, you know, staying with it?
I would just say get a regimen.
Mm.
I think the easiest way, at least for me, is like to get a regimen. Let's say, okay, I know everyone is not going to count calories. I know no one's going to want to do that. Okay, fine, whatever, fuck it. But one, get a workout regimen that you feel like is going to work for you. Whether you work out 3 times a week, every other day, 4 times a week, 5 times a week, 6 times a week. Get some type of regimen that you know that you're going to follow. Also, try to go at the same time every single day.
Yeah.
We go at 7 every day.
Yeah.
Or 5, let me rephrase that. 5 days out the week. We have two rest days.
Yeah.
We go 5 days out the week at 7 o'clock every day.
Mm-hmm.
The only time we don't go at 7 o'clock every day is if one of us has something else that we got to take care of.
But you reschedule
Whether
and
it's
still show up.
well, we exactly. Wow.
Yeah.
We schedule it to kind of work around it, but still figure out some time to go, if feasible, of course. But making it just a set routine and a set thing you do, I think is huge.
Get yourself in that mojo.
Yes. I think another thing is, okay, fine. Let's say you don't want to count calories. 'Cause I know that a lot of people don't want to do that work. Okay, fine. I understand it's a lot of work. But stop going to McDonald's. Stop snacking.
Stop eating out.
Yeah, and snacking is a huge thing. You know what's crazy? I remember seeing this. 2 Oreo cookies has like, I don't know if it's 160 calories or like 200 calories. It's like some outrageous amount of calories.
Just for 2.
For 2 Oreo
And
cookies.
those are quite small.
Who the fuck's eating 2 Oreo cookies?
No one's eating just 2, bro.
Like 2
No
chips
one's
of whole
eating
cookies are like 160 calories.
Yeah, no one's eating
And
just
people are
one of those.
throwing them shits back.
Yeah.
So stop snacking and eat whole foods. And whole foods, I mean like foods that only have one ingredient. Chicken is just chicken. Beef is just beef. Broccoli is just broccoli. Rice is just rice. Potato is just potato. Like there's nothing in all of this.
Nothing else in it.
There's no extra stuff in it.
Yeah.
Eggs is just eggs. Even bacon. I know some people don't like bacon. I fuck with bacon. Bacon is just
bacon.
It's just bacon. You know what I'm saying? It's just one thing. Turkey is just turkey.
Yeah.
So focus on eating whole foods. Also, don't eat until you're stuffed. Eat until you're comfortable.
Yeah.
Don't just eat and eat and eat until you're stuffed. I think that's also a huge thing.
Because then doesn't that expand your stomach and it makes you want to eat more?
I'm not sure if that, but like I just know like if you're eating until you're stuffed, you're overeating. Because think about it like this: you've eaten to your stuff before.
Yeah.
You feel comfortable after?
Nah, you don't.
Nah, it don't feel right, bro.
It's like you're over full.
It don't. You're over full. You feel uncomfortable. You sit there. You feel bloated. You're like, damn. And crazy enough, typically you don't even want to move.
Nah, yeah. You just
a lot of times you just want to chill, bro. You just want to lay down.
Yeah.
So don't overeat. Eat until you're comfortable. Also, another thing, eat serving sizes. A lot of people don't do that.
So pay attention to
eat.
what's on the
When
label.
you read the nutrition facts, look at how much a serving is and measure out a serving. Now, some people might not want to get a scale because I know, like, for meat, you kind of got to get a scale because, like, 4 ounces is typically a serving.
Yeah.
But, like, typically some things are, like, rice. A serving is, like, I'm pretty sure 1 serving of cooked rice is, like, 1 cup. So it's like, okay, that's easy. That's easy to measure out type shit. Some things are a couple tablespoons. I know I use, like, liquid egg whites sometimes. I know a serving of that is, like, 3 tablespoons. Okay, well, I have a tablespoon, so I can use a serving of that. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of things, everything tells you what a serving is. Eat a serving. And what I've noticed is when I was younger, I used to stuff my face and like kind of get like really bloated and eat a lot. And I notice now because I eat, everything I eat is in servings. Except for every once in a while, like of course, like if I'm Thanksgiving, there's no serving. Like, I just eat. Or if I'm going out to like a party or like some type of get together, I already know my diet is going to be off today.
Yeah.
But everything I eat is one serving, and typically when I eat one serving, I'm never stuffed anymore. I'm always comfortable.
It's also a sin to overeat.
It's gluttony, bro.
Yeah, so
it's like, why you need all this food for?
Yeah.
Like your body's already saying, like, yo, bro,
Yo,
we good, homie.
Cut that
like
shit
we're good,
out.
bro. What we doing?
Stop, bro. Like stop.
Stop. For real, bro.
Yeah. You should be able to have some kind of self-control in that regard and be able to not eat too much. All right. Last thing I guess I would have to say, man. How do we word this question again? What were some of the traits of a successful
or what traits do you
individual?
Think? I thought it was what traits do you? Damn, we should be on that shit. I believe it was what traits
what are some
you
of the
think
traits?
you need to be successful.
Okay,
that's what it was.
All right. I guess I'll start. Some of the traits I believe you need to be successful. First is determination. You gotta not be able to give up. Like there have been times in the past where I've been going through tough times in regards to school, in regards to anything I've really put my mind to. And one example probably would be me in soccer. I love soccer. I wanted to be a professional soccer player. But one year I didn't make the team. And I let that failure essentially kill the dream altogether. Instead of like going back the next year and actually trying. Because they asked me to come back. I just gave up on it. So kind of like being able to be determined to push through all the hard times, because you're going to know eventually you're going to fall at some point, you know. Things just aren't going to work out to you. It's not all sunshine and rainbows on any journey you're taking, you know, because me in college, it was rough, you know, failed a couple classes. Didn't drop out, though.
Fact.
I was like, all right, man, I'm going to take it again.
We got to figure this
out. We gonna figure it out. Of course, it wasn't fun to do. I didn't enjoy taking the class the second time, but, like, I remembered what I had to go through the first time. I was like, all right, listen, buckle down, do what you got to do, and, like, figure it out. So having the determination to push through all the BS that you will eventually come across, I think is one trait of a person who is successful.
I'm going to say discipline.
Mm-hmm.
I think discipline is a huge thing, man. It's something that I continue to work on. I know I'm quite disciplined in terms of the gym, but there are other aspects of my life I'm trying to incorporate discipline in. But I think without discipline, you have nothing, bro. Because, like, here's the thing with discipline that I feel like is huge. I think some people run out of I think a lot of people think they need motivation to get things done.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you're not always motivated.
No.
You're not always motivated to do what the fuck you're supposed to do.
That's a great point, Tyler.
So it's like with discipline, discipline is literally doing things when you don't want to. It's like regardless of how I feel, regardless of how I feel like doing it or not doing it, because I know I need to do it, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to take care of it. And I think discipline is a huge thing. And I'm into God. I'm huge into God. I appreciate what he's done for me. He's my Lord and Savior. And in the Bible it says, in order to gain discipline, in order to gain wisdom, you need discipline. In order for you to have a love for, in order for you to gain wisdom, you need to have a love for discipline. So in order for you to even really get a certain type of wisdom, and I think to kind of, I'm not sure if even be smart in this life, but in order to be like successful, you have to be disciplined. And it's crazy because if you look at the people in this world who are very, very successful in life, all of them are disciplined.
Yeah, especially all the soccer players. Excuse me, not even just the soccer players, just professional athletes. They were very disciplined in whatever they were doing. You know?
Whether you're a professional athlete, whether you're a professional entrepreneur,
businessman,
businessman, even if like, the people who you working with, especially like people who I work with at my job at the hospital, everybody, you're an architect, you're fucking architect colleagues and stuff that you work with, essentially, they wouldn't have got there without discipline.
Exactly.
And even look at me and you, for example. It's like how we even graduate college.
Discipline, bro.
We had to have discipline.
There were nights where we had to sit and do schoolwork. I remember writing essays next to you.
Yeah.
Like, I got to get this done.
We didn't want to write essays, bro.
No, we wanted to make music.
Bro, we wanted to sit there, bro, listen to music, fucking write songs or some shit like that, bro.
Bro.
We wanted to play Madden, bro. We wanted to hang out. We wanted to eat pretzels. There was so much that we wanted to do.
Chase girls.
For real, bro. Amount of time I want to go hang out with a shorty, but I'm like, I gotta write.
I gotta write a paper.
I gotta pass this class, bro. Like there is,
it's important.
Exactly, but it's like all that is discipline, and I think that's kind of the only thing. I think that's a very huge trait that you need to have in order to be successful. And I think without discipline, you damn near got nothing. I think discipline kind of goes with determination, but I even think even there are times where you're not determined, you're not motivated. Because you are disciplined, you still got to go.
Mm-hmm.
And you made a very good point, even to tie back to the gym. There are many times, and me too, but I know because I have an enjoyment for the gym, it's a little different. You wake up in the morning, bro, you're sore.
Yeah,
you don't
bro.
want to go to the gym.
Frankly, today specifically, I remember thinking, like, I got up and I was like, I don't want to go.
Want to
But
go.
I got ready, and I'm like, I was sitting
Fact.
outside there waiting for you.
Fact.
Like, all right, I need to do this.
And that's a discipline. When you wake up in the morning, you're like, yo, I don't want to go. I'm hurt. I'm in pain. I don't want to do none of this. But I know that this is what I need in order to be great. This is what I need in order to help me become a very strong man or a very strong person. This is what I need to do in order to meet my goals. Is regardless, I got to get up and do what I got to do.
Yeah. To add, I want to say keeping a schedule, writing things down. I think that's important. You
That
know,
helps keep the discipline.
Writing, exactly. It does help keep the discipline. Writing down daily goals is important. Writing down monthly goals is important. Writing down yearly goals is important.
Yeah.
You know, those things help you look back on what you have accomplished and give you a sense of achievement, you know, and they help you towards the goals that you kind of set for yourself.
Yeah.
So I guess this is how I would set it up. And for everyone who kind of wants to follow along with this, have major life goals that you want to get to in the next 10, 20, 30 years. Okay, then you break them into subcategories. How am I going to get to those goals? What are the things I need to do to reach those goals?
Yeah,
You break those subcategories up into little minor categories. And then you just kind of slowly pick away at them.
Yep.
Of course, you'll have your day-to-day stuff that you kind of got to deal with.
Of course.
So then you'll have those as well. But once you slowly begin to check all those things off, you'll begin to see, oh, I'm getting closer to certain things.
Yeah, bro.
You know, some things are starting to come into play now.
Yeah.
And, like, you'll feel this sense of accomplishment that you're not going to fully get if you're just, okay, I want to do this, but you never write it down. You know, a lot of the major things that happened to me in my life is because I wrote them down. Even in the Bible, it says, write it down, make it plain.
And even though it may tarry, it shall come in at
Thank you.
time.
It's really how it is. If you want something done, write it down. Remind yourself of it every day. Put it up on the wall so you can see it. Because those are the goals you want to work toward. It's kind of like how Steve Harvey would say, having a vision board.
Yeah,
you know,
real.
writing down things that you want to see in your life,
Same.
and then working towards those things.
Yeah. And I want to say one more thing because we are kind of getting to the end to kind of like wrap it up.
Yeah.
And I think this is something that me and you are both, to a certain extent, going through now, to a certain extent. It's like not being like afraid to fail.
Yeah,
And
so
I
many
say that
people are,
because-
bro.
And
So
I
many
say
people
that
are.
because like, look how early like this podcast is, bro.
For real.
And let's be honest, there are times where like our shit, like no one watches our shit.
Of course.
Or our shit doesn't get the views that we want.
Yeah, we're very early on.
That's what I'm saying. But it's like also like
We could give up.
we don't care.
Exactly.
Nah.
We could give up.
Yeah.
But it's like nah.
Keep
bro.
showing up, bro.
Exactly.
We sit here
It's
every
like
day.
it is what it is.
We do
bro.
our thing.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
I think the only one big reason why we're able to continue to do this because we're not afraid to fail.
Nah.
Like I look
nah.
at a clip, 2 people looked at it, I'm like, all right, damn, that's unfortunate.
Bro, there are times where we're the only 2 people who like it.
For real.
Like,
bro.
all right, well, at least we liked it.
I see.
That's how I think about it. At least we enjoyed the clip. We made it. We liked the clip. It was a good clip, man. I appreciate the clip. That's how I see
Bro,
it.
for real, bro. I look at that shit. I see 2 likes. I'm like, yo, I know that's me and Trey, bro. I know that's me and Trey. For real, bro.
But it's like kind of like we're not afraid to fail. It's like, okay, I put this out. No one liked it. Okay, cool. The next day, I'm still finna put something out.
Exactly.
Regardless
Yep.
of how the first one did.
Yep,
And
yep.
we've had clips done really good.
True.
And then we've also have clips that done really bad.
True,
We
true.
have podcasts that have done pretty
Really good, yeah, yeah.
And then we have podcasts that have done
Ain't
like
no one listen to.
horrible. No one even
Yeah,
listened to them.
true.
But it's like just not being afraid to fail. And
Yeah.
not being afraid to
Giving
put
yourself
out
that
there.
chance.
Just give yourself that chance, bro. It's kind of like you miss all the.
You miss all the opportunities you don't take.
That's what I'm saying,
Miss
bro.
100% of the opportunities you
You
don't
miss
take.
100% of the shots that you don't take. And it's like, yeah, okay, maybe no one's fucking with your shit now. Maybe no one's fucking with your shit tomorrow. No one's fucking with your shit the next day. No one might be fucking with your shit for a whole year. But it's like,
never
regardless, you just
know
keep going.
that
And that's the whole
consistency.
point of also having those goals is knowing what the big picture is.
Yes.
And keeping that big picture in sight because you know, yo, one day I'm going to get here.
Exactly.
Now, I don't know how long it's going to be,
Mm-hmm.
but like one day,
That's where the persistence and the determination also come in.
exactly.
Yep.
The discipline as well.
And the discipline as well.
So we're getting to the end of the show. around the time we typically give advice. We damn near
gave advice right there. Yeah, Frank. If you weren't listening, bro, that's all you.
I should have been fucking listening, bro.
Show up to class.
Clock in. Come on, bro. Sign in. Sign in. She right here. You know what I'm saying? Come on, guys. But is there something you like want to reiterate?
Man, stay disciplined, guys. Frankly, Tyler said some good things just now. Stay disciplined. Be selfless every now and then, though. Be able to, help out those who aren't able to help themselves. God blesses those who give, and when you do that, I believe God will give to you plentiful. So yeah, that's my advice.
I think discipline is a huge thing. I think you definitely have to stay disciplined. It's hard to stay disciplined, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. There's some times where there's gonna be some days that you fail on being disciplined.
True,
like, that's
true.
okay.
Yeah.
But the whole point is to stack more wins than losses, and that's really just the main thing. Also, like, stop being fat.
Yeah, facts, bro.
Go to the gym.
2024.
Bro. Go to the gym.
There's no excuse not to be in the gym.
Take care of your body.
None.
And like, I'm gonna keep it a buck, especially if you are a male.
Oh.
Between the ages of 18 and 25.
We're gonna be hard on you right here. We're gonna be hard on you.
There should be no reason you're fat, bro.
We shouldn't. We're not better than you guys.
Fucking gym.
Come on.
It's really that. I'm not gonna say you don't gotta be Jack Diesel.
Facts.
You don't gotta be Chris Bumstead. You don't gotta be Arnold Schwarzenegger.
None of them.
Go to the gym and take care of yourself, bro. Your testosterone is higher than it's probably ever gonna be in your life. This is the time where you actually have the energy to wake up and go to the gym. So stop being a bitch.
Go to
stop
the
being
gym.
fat. Go to the gym.
We do it.
Facts, bro. What's the difference?
Exactly.
We're 23. We wake up and we go to the gym, bro.
We ain't no different.
Bro, even if you don't got a gym, take a deck of cards.
Oh my God, the deck of
Take
cards.
a deck of cards, bro. Put them all face down, flip them over.
Yeah.
Whatever number, do push-ups. Go through the whole deck of cards. Aces are 11. Don't cheat. Face cards are 10. Go through the whole deck of cards. When you're done with that, restart. Do the same thing with sit-ups. When you're done with that, restart. Do the same thing with air squats if you do not have a gym. So there's no reason why you should not be working out to some extent.
Yeah.
So that'll be my advice.
And then go run.
Facts. You go for facts. There's tracks everywhere, my God. Even if there's no track, bro. Just run outside.
Just jog outside.
Run outdoors, bro.
Yeah,
like, outdoors is free.
Yeah.
So thank y'all for listening.
For real. Thanks.
We appreciate y'all. Check us out on Instagram. That's going to be NOA_podcast. TikTok is going to be NOA Podcast 1 and NOA Podcast 2. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Wednesday show's out.
Wednesday show, facts. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check out the Wednesday show. It's exclusive to YouTube.
Yeah, only on YouTube.
Facts. All episodes are available on YouTube, Spotify, and on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
Once again, thank y'all. We appreciate y'all.
For real.
Y'all take care.
Have a good one.